big game Sunday. How much are you looking forward to this coming off last night's win?
Yeah, I mean, it is a big game, and in our league, we feel like every night in and out is a big game, but we know this one's a little extra, and the rivalry is a real thing.
What's the significance of a matchup like this when you guys are meeting as top 15 teams for the first time, and just how big is that for girls basketball in the state of Michigan as well, too?
Well, I love that. I think it's a big testament to where basketball is in our state and where the two teams have, there's been a lot of work done in the programs to make this a premier matchup.
Last year, you guys both won on each other's home court. I assume there's some motivation. You haven't lost at home this year, right?
That's right.
So defending home court and keeping that alive, I assume, is a big motivator.
Yeah, I mean, we're really excited for our fans, and our student section's been awesome, and playing at home in our league, that's always a big deal. In this game, it's an extra big deal. But yeah, definitely excited for the men's game tonight, and then being able to follow that up with our game Sunday at noon.
Did you come to a lot of Michigan State women's basketball games as a kid growing up?
I did. I remember coming when Maxanne Van Rees played. I remember her specifically, and I went to Okemos, so Kristen Rasmussen. So I remember watching her a lot because I was in 8th grade when she was a senior, and I remember coming and watching her play and in the Michigan games.
What's it like, too, kind of going off of what Brian said, to see the growth of the sport, but also this rivalry, too, and what two teams are doing right now? Well,
what's cool is the growth of the sport. Our rivalry has also the trajectory of the sport, and our rivalry has moved together, right? I think the sport has really grown, and then our programs are both really competitive. So it's always a big game. I think it's become an even bigger game with both teams being so competitive nationally.
How exciting is it to have just men's games tonight, you guys Sunday, gymnastics Sunday, all against your rivals this weekend?
I mean, come on, Spartan fans. This is it's like the best weekend of the whole year.
What are some of the keys you think to second state?
Yeah. Well, I mean, they force a lot of turnovers. They rebound the ball really well. They get fouled a lot. So a lot of the game is going to be about winning the ball. We got to take care of the ball. We've got to finish plays. We've got to do a great job of winning possessions. I think that's one of their biggest strengths. And we got to be disciplined and keep them off the free throw line.
You guys had a little bit of time to work on yourselves the week off. Well, what was the big focus that you wanted to take out of that?
Well, there were just some details we had offensively and defensively that we felt like we could clean up. I mean, it wasn't like rewriting the system, but there were just some things that, as you keep playing, you can all of a sudden get away from some details that make you better. And so I think it was helpful for us to be able to see that as a staff, communicate that with the team, work on it, remind them. But yeah, it was great to have a little break where we actually got to zoom in on us in the middle of the conference play.
Other than the win yesterday, did you get any cool birthday gifts from the team or your family?
I got a lot of birthday songs. My family, I made them come on the trip with me because I was like, hey, listen, it's my birthday. I'm not going to be in West Lafayette alone. You guys are all coming with me, so we got the whole day together, which was the best treat I could have. Yeah.
How fun has this group been to be around? Just kind of what we saw when you were walking in and everything like that.
They're really fun, and I think this group has they've just grown together through the season. I think that our connection, our ability, our trust, all those things have really grown as we've gotten to play, as they've gotten to know each other, as we've gotten time. Being on the road, practice, there's just certain things time creates, and it's been fun watching time really bring this group together.
Looking forward to this weekend?
Been looking forward to it all year. I think this is a big game for us. Really good team at home. It's huge for us. We haven't lost yet at home, so it's important for us to keep the momentum and keep winning Big Ten games. That's what we want to do. We want to compete for Big Ten championship. So next game's the most important. So that's what we're looking forward to.
How big is this matchup for the state of Michigan? Just kind of considering where both teams are at. This is the first time you guys have ever met, with both of you guys being in the top 15.
Yeah, it's huge. I think that there'll be a lot of young girls at the game, and I hope that as a state of Michigan, we can show them anything's possible, and that we can really make our state more well known for basketball. So I think it's important, and I also think it's important for Big Ten standings. They're one game ahead of us right now, so that's important for us. And always respecting them. We hate them, but they're a really good team. They're well coached, and we just got to play our own game and do what we need to do to win.
go to a lot of these games growing up here in the state?
Oh yeah, I watched a lot of them back when I was in elementary school, so I know how important it is for these young girls to see us play, just to be like a role model for them and be able to show them that, you know, basketball is really important and that, you know, if they work hard, they can be in the same stage that we are in.
How many would you say that you went to growing up?
Oh, at least a couple, probably like 2 or 3. I remember I came to a lot of Michigan State games. A lot of women's basketball I watched growing up, so I think that this game's always one on the calendar that everybody wants to see, and I think it's really important for us in East Lansing to really go home with a win and, you know, be able to represent our city as the most important city in the state of Michigan.
Last year, you guys won on each other's home court. I assume there's something there that you guys want to avenge the loss at, you know, Fresno.
Absolutely. I think that one stung, just to be able to, you know, playing in front of our fans and a lot of our home. It's important for us to win here and, you know, show them that their sport matters and that even if we're in Ann Arbor, we'll worry about that in 2 weeks, but we're just worried about this one in East Lansing and taking care of business when we have the chance at home.
What does it mean for you to have a chance to play a bigger role in a matchup like this, and how much is that something that maybe you have dreamed about ever since you started playing basketball and grew up attending those games?
Yeah, it's a huge dream of mine. You know, I've worked to get in this position, and I think it's really important to be able to show myself and this team to be able to show that we're ready for this and that, you know, just because they might have a little bit of a higher ranking than us, that means nothing. We're just trying to win. That's what matters, and we're doing it as a team. That's the biggest thing going forward, and I think that, I mean, this is huge. Like, personally, I think that I've always dreamed of this, and watching it last year, I got to play at Michigan, so that was important. And, you know, every game, every single, doesn't matter what sport, football, gymnastics, any of those games, I'm always, you know, cheering for Michigan State, and I want to see Michigan lose. So that's what I want to do, and being able to play in this atmosphere is just unbelievable, and I'm just so thankful and blessed to be in this position.
How exciting is it, like you mentioned, men's play tonight, gymnastics Sunday, same day as you guys? Just how exciting is that as a whole for Michigan State athletics to have a whole weekend against
Yeah,
your
it's
rivals?
awesome. Like, to have as many teams that we have here at Michigan State, they're also very competitive. Like, to have them representing just this school is really important for us, and I think that we all, you know, we're looking forward for each other. I think it's important. Obviously, men's has a good big game tonight. You know, we'll be watching that. We'll be cheering them on. Same with gymnastics. Like, it's all huge for us and huge for Michigan State. So we're just trying to do the best to do our part of it and represent Michigan State the best way we can.
This is one of several ranked games that you guys have coming up over the back half of the season. What's kind of the focus as you guys get ready for those matchups?
I think just taking it one game at a time. That's what you have to do in the Big Ten. Every single game we're going in, and there's really good players and really good teams, so that's valuable for us. You know, we're just focused on this game on Sunday, but we knew coming into this that we had to win the games that we needed to win the first half of the season, and that the second half would be a little bit harder. So, but I think that we're ready for that. You know, we've played a lot of close games. We've played a whole bunch of good players, so just like getting used to that and getting the experience that we needed coming up is important for us, and having these games at home is really important too. We have a lot of fan support, and I think that's going to be really valuable for us to just get, even with seeding and getting ready for Big Ten tournament, just these games are what matter and get us in a good spot.